vacation. I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if we get intoxicated.
Tonight, from London, England, it's
trying to
the
get in the
NFL
playoffs.
International Series on EA Sports.
Late in the season. I know y'all seen CD Lamb.
As we'll see Malik Willis and the London Black Knights versus Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the
Y'all
National
Cowboy
Football
fans,
League is on the air.
y'all might be mad
Tonight
at
we
me,
wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday
but I
nighter
gotta do
between
it
the
for these
Dallas
boys.
Cowboys and the London Black Knights.
All right.
Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the
I might don't even have my starters in the game, but we'll find out because you know they've been hardly working and everything. So they might be real tired. So I'm not going to push nobody to the limit. I hope we have the right sub outs.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
Willis going to throw it right away. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And we're down to the 41. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And last week he had another touchdown to his total. He continues to be the #1 scorer in the league in terms of rushing touchdowns. And what more can you do to help your team than find the end zone?
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the 41, Willis will swing left side, caught by Collins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Come on, defense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He didn't come out.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Time for Dak Prescott of the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Yes, at that.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
Yeah.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 16 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week. He sits number 5.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
There we go. Sack leader.
And now it brings up 3rd.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks.
Escaping the pressure right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one thing we talked about coming into this one is we're never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Nifty move. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Oh, my God. Really? Come on, baby.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd and 11 now. Willis. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. The slot man in motion right. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now Willis on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 2nd and 9. Second down. Here's Willis. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They'll run here with Pierce. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 6th touchdown of the season.
That's how we do it.
And the Black Knights are off to a
13-0
first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So that drive in total 8
Come on,
plays.
defense.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Good hit, Harris. Good hit. That's Landry?
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've been outplayed early, no question.
Jay,
down 14
you need to be on the field
already as they come up 1st and 10.
Okay, Dad. I don't know who you got out there. They're going to feel it. Let's be out there.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Oh, my God.
Desmond King picks it.
They got him another one.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down.
Oh,
and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Play fake. Here's Willis. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That's okay. That's okay.
14-0 the score.
Take a
this
break.
Is the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh my God. Willis having a game right now. First quarter serious.
So the ball down
God.
to 16 here for first and 10.
God.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Pierce. Is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Again.
Fans of old school football, they got to be loving this partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
Boy, Cox been trying to put a lick on a nigga. I think Cox been here.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away?
Too far back. Oh, he don't.
And there will
not want that pressure no more.
Here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so.
Okay.
Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A first down carry for Davis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it down to 48, and for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
All right, big boy.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
I
really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that
ball we is not having it.
Intercepted.
We is not having it.
Chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. London about set to take over on offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Willis looking to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Slot man moves right. To throw on 2nd and 6, Willis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it down the 2-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The shotgun snap to Willis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Willis. Flush to his right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Black Knights continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half.
Dallas Cowboys, man.
So that drive
Dallas
consumes 9
Cowboys.
plays all told. And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off.
I know y'all in the playoffs, but I have to give it to y'all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Come on now, you want to.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Landry, I love you, bro. That's the right
Cowboy
Landry.
offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even if I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This time they stay on the ground. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 39, Prescott. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Oh, my God. He did it again?
Well, no surprise
3
to see
seconds
that
left?
the league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
The extra point up and good.
Right, dang. See that coming.
Now.
I did not see that coming.
The defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
We don't want it. Don't even come out.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the
going
half,
down it?
just take a knee and they'll bring
Yeah.
the football out to the
I
25.
suggest you down it. Yeah, that's what I suggest. Yeah, that's what I suggest. Ain't no faking. Ain't no
All
faking.
that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
So I'm gonna let you have that first half. That was crazy.
So we're at halftime here on a Monday night, as it's time now to send you
Yeah,
back
y'all see that?
stateside
Y'all
to
see that,
Orlando,
Coach?
Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Desmond Ridder, outstanding again, as his guys up their record to 10-2 now on the year. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in
Miami
Seattle.
Dolphin game.
And they were
That's how it
victorious in
really
that
supposed to
one
have been.
over the
Boy, I
visiting
ain't gonna lie.
L.A. Rams.
It hurt me to my heart to
DK
see the
Metcalf,
Buffalo beat
a
us again.
touchdown catch in the
And
victory.
then Patriots.
Finally, let's get
Oh
to
my
Indianapolis.
God, why we
Check
had
on the
that.
Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Damn, bro.
And as you see, they were winners in their ball game.
We had a good year.
Hines, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way.
Dolphins, we had a good year.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's crazy.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
You're down. You're down, big dog.
Cowboys now as he'll go on
I got
offense
realistic
first here in this third quarter.
sliders on, so that's why you see those type of plays. I ain't gonna lie. I've been
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is
messing
done,
with the
and there's no
sliders,
going back.
trying to make it as real
And
as
now you
I
have to play this
can.
drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott.
Elliott.
25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Nigga, watch
After
that.
the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. Oh, able to avoid him. And
Yeah, I
he'll
got
get it up
that.
to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, I got that.
53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Prescott on first down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Y'all do that
11
again.
yards,
Here we
and
go
the
with the
Cowboy
cheating.
First down.
There we go. You're going to do that cheating thing again.
Contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
Boys can't even get none on their hands.
To the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And they're going to get this to about the 40.
Yo, what's up with you, name?
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play,
yeah, that boy hot right now. You see how he acting?
So far in this
You
game,
see how he acting?
right
That boy
now,
hot
just
right
focus on
now.
Continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
The first down carry by Elliott.
What? They couldn't drop Elliott. What is going on, you guys?
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Pierce now up the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, Davis.
Oh.
And he is in.
Oh, my God, bro. You got it. Monopolized. He did him. He did him. He did him.
The Cowboys are able to claw one back.
Hey, he got his ass. I don't know how he got his ass, but he got him. And that's my backup free safety.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They want the ball to come out.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Oh my God.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt.
No love on the field, bro.
The Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
Stop playing with that boy.
In a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it. Watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And unable to get
Stop
downhill.
playing with that boy.
This up to about the 37. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Bro, that nigga dead-legged, that nigga.
Yards on the catch and run.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this
nigga dead-legged his ass.
Challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Willis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Willis to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Landry now on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Prescott. This one complete to Patton. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's going the other way. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's how we do it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Following the fumble recovery, Willis, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Willis looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Willis, 4th down here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense and the offense, now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It's a 39-yard punt. On the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Hands it off out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
79 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Check that. Unlock line.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. On the move to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. He'll try again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Prescott. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally. Because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the
I thought you were giving me some candy. I was finna say, thanks, babe. No candy. No Jolly.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the home team here, they continue to keep pace for that first round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town.
Willis had a
Meanwhile,
ball.
for the Cowboys, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah,